Good morning, Desert Sands Unified School District. Welcome to Classroom Conversations. My name is Sean Webb, and I'm your Director of Community Engagement in the Foundation. This is this is almost our 20th episode of this school year. It's been fantastic to be on this platform. We've got to make sure to thank our friends over at CoachellaValley.com who allow us to present on their platform, as well as today we were broadcasting live to the La Quinta High School Facebook page, Gerald Ford, Desert Sands, the Foundation, as well as the Foundation YouTube and Twitter account. So thank you very much for that ability to do so. And that only happens with our partnership with the City of Indio. We had a community grant through them that allows us to do that. And that only happens because of our foundation. Our foundation board wrote in a grant. And I'd like to read the mission statement. The mission statement for the Desert Sands Educational Foundation secures funding and awards money to provide supplemental resources that enrich and enhance student learning in Desert Sands Unified School District. And their vision statement. In partnership with public and private sectors, Desert Sands Educational Foundation financially supports creative and innovative programs that enrich and enhance the educational experience in the academics, the arts, and extracurricular activities that engage all students and staff in Desert Sands Unified School District. With that, we're going to go ahead and bring on everybody's favorite, our own Chef Mary, who's going to join us for the remainder of the show. Good morning, Chef Mary. How are you doing?
Good morning. Good morning. I feel a year older, but the party continues. I have a Friday boat ride and a Friday night dinner, and
okay.
I think it's going to be quiet this year until Halloween.
Okay. If nobody really knows what we're talking about, it was Chef Mary's birthday yesterday.
Yes.
And she turned, and she's feeling amazing and always doing well. And one thing that Chef Mary tends to do is she starts the whole month of October.
Yes, I think everybody should do the whole month. I mean, you work all year, and so you should have, then nobody can forget. Because people go, well, I'm busy and I forgot. No, you have 30 more days. Don't feel bad.
Too funny. So, Mary, I'll tell you what, we don't have a lot going on to share today, just some recap of things and so forth. But the coolest thing I want to share is I got this in the mail.
Oh, how cool.
And what this is, for everybody that's going to go ahead, let me bring up the link here. For anybody that wants to go to the Desert Sands Educational Foundation Express, which is on November 6th, and it's going to take place at multiple events and estates in the Coachella Valley, you can go ahead and go to our website and fill out the information, and you can buy a ticket for this. And this event is, as I said, the Foundation Express. You get on a bus, you enjoy different scenes throughout the Coachella Valley, different homes. This is our digital invite, Mary. You got to love this. We've sent it out to our, we put it on our social media, as well as we've sent it out to our invites electronically. You'll see that we've had 338 visitors since this has gone on, and tickets have already sold, so that's pretty exciting. But you can do everything. You can purchase your tickets here. I want to thank Ledesma Meyer. They're the ones that built your kitchen, Chef Mary. You got to thank them. They're our platinum sponsors. See that? They bought the bus for the sponsorship. So,
oh my gosh,
got to thank them. But as it says there, we're going to multiple Coachella Valley estates. We're going to start off with the home of the Sifonios, and then we go to the home of the Montoyas, and you're going to have a Peruvian meal afterwards. It's going to be pretty amazing. But no, it's just great. And I want to make sure to highlight our sponsors here. As you know, we had them on before, El Toque, Peruvian Kitchen. They're going to be the food at our second stop. So thank you very much. As well as throughout the evening, we're going to have spirits and cocktails provided to us by BuzzBox. And we got to thank our friends over at Aziz Farms. They're help supply, if not for the donations and so forth, this event is very tough to do. And you got to thank Mark and his family over there at Aziz. And then look at these guys, RBC Capital. I love bringing up their label and logo, Mary, because they sponsor events like the they have a national golf tournament, right? They sponsor the PGA. They sponsor the LPGA. Now they sponsor Desert Sands Educational Foundation. So they're sponsoring professional golf as well as us. So pretty amazing with that. And then lastly, I'll tell you, Lisa D's Homework Club, they're local here in the desert. They're the sponsors of this. They're the ones that provided this bag here. So Lisa and Kurt, thank you very much. This beautiful bag that you can reuse over and over again. And I'll tell you, Mary, as I shared, I got a bag of goodies that's going in there too.
Oh God, that'll be a fun trip. And I know that the restaurant that's doing the Peruvian food, we know them quite well.
That's right.
I've
That's right.
actually I had dinner at their place here in Vista, and incredible food, and what an exciting group of young men to be around that are in their mid-20s to late 20s, operating a business successfully.
Yeah, you saw it firsthand. Great food, great atmosphere.
Yes. And Randy and his brothers and his cousins are, I mean, if nothing else, that is worth taking this trip. I'll tell you.
I hear you. I hear you definitely. Okay, we got to take that off screen there. Sorry about that. But no, just fantastic that we're doing that. Fantastic that we're able to partner with a La Quinta alum. You know, him and his brothers all went to La Quinta High, and they're from Desert Sands in the Coachella Valley.
Yeah, I mean,
I just love that. It's just great to always see our students being successful in the community and doing things, and not only our community but other communities around.
Exactly. I got a really cute email from Joseph.
Okay. Please share.
And he said, I just want to wish me happy birthday. And he said he can't wait to after he graduates to show us about everything he learned. And so I said to him, I said, you probably can show us the tricks of the trade now.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So that was really, really good to hear from him. And I mean, it just makes your day.
Right.
When you see our students that have just traveled and taken everything that we've given them and they ran with it.
Definitely. Most definitely. It's always good to see that. But let's continue on here, Mary. I've got some more events to share about. You know, that's what Classroom Conversation is about, is we share everything that's going on great in the district. So starting next week, I'm going to hold us to this, especially on Tuesday and Thursday. We got to make sure to dress for success and dress to represent. So Tuesday is dress for the job that we want, or dress like we're dressing for an interview. Like I said, you may see me in a shirt and tie on Tuesday, Mary.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
There we go. And then Thursday, dress to represent. Wear your favorite college shirt or your favorite shirt that represent the career that you want to go into. So I think I know you're gonna. You may have a chef coat on Thursday.
I bet you I have one. I just got put in the laundry.
There you go. But this is a great thing that they're doing with the entire district for kicking off college kickoff Spirit Week and so forth. But this is the entire week. And then, I actually talked to, Mama Wood, the OCAP lady. I talked to her yesterday, and I was like, wow, you're in Oregon gear today. She's wearing University of Oregon t-shirt. And what they're trying to do through Ed Services, and I'm going to try and follow this suit too, is every Wednesday wear a college something. So wear a polo, wear a t-shirt just to represent a college, so we can, help drive students' efforts to go to college and so forth. But you know what? I do have to say something. You probably really can't see it here, but on the dress to represent, they have this whole United States map with all the different colleges that represent the different states. And I go to the University of Buffalo. I came from the University of Buffalo, and all the United States maps I've ever seen have got Buffalo shown, not Syracuse. So whoever picked out that map, I'm going to have a little conversation with them. If UB represents New York, we are the College of New York. You know me, I like to take pride in my UB Bulls.
Exactly.
Yeah. But speaking of college, this is coming up, my college fair. This starts up next week. It's going to go October 14th from 4 to 8 o'clock. Be a lot of fun. I'm actually going to sign up. I know that Jan Diaz has signed up. I know that Mary Perry signed up. You can sign up as adults if you want to go in with your children, as well as if children, if you want to sign up. You can go there too. We'd love to have, like we said, you can take up to a couple thousand people in that. You were at the board meeting when they presented to us. So pretty fantastic opportunity for our students. And like I said, you have the opportunity to meet one-on-one, like you and I are talking here, with a college university via your phone. Yeah. Imagine if some of imagine if Maddie got to talk to somebody like at Harvard, get to talk to them and so forth. Maybe somebody at Berkeley or somebody maybe at University of Buffalo. You never know.
Well, you know what I find kind of interesting? Like now, most of my friends, their grandchildren are going off to college. And so they share, the trip over and looking at the campus. And my really good friend Penny, her daughter is going to Cal Poly, and one of the guys we used to work with, his daughter is going to West Leyland, and in Nebraska, it's arts. That's a theater arts college.
Okay.
And we found out one of our other friends, her grandson is also there.
Okay. And
it's kind of fun to watch them, go through the whole process of their getting their dorms and, checking in. And I mean, especially with Kathleen, our president, with all those girls.
Oh, she explained to me that when she moved Devin into her senior dorm room this year, that with her girls, and she still has Avery that needs to go to college, that it was her, I think, 19th move in and out of a dorm room with her kids.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's something else right there, right? That's something else.
That's an incredible family that she has. And
Definitely.
I think it's kind of interesting because when I talked to my other Madison, not Maddie, she's in a dorm with 4 other girls, and already has been invited to other dorm girls' parents' homes.
Oh, okay.
So they're experiencing not only college, but visiting other parents and other locations other than what they were living in Colorado, and now she's in California. So even going that aspect of the college, I didn't even think about that your social life and how you make those, you start making those contacts like you and I both talk about.
Yep, definitely. Speaking of contacts, they always reach out to us to help share information with our contacts on Classroom Conversations. I'm going to bring this up on screen here. When we first started off La Quinta Spring Social, we were right there. I'll flat out say we were following the lead of like Palm Desert Charter Middle, because they've been having an event every year for their foundation, and this is their event that's coming up. It's a week after ours, so we're on November 6th with our Foundation Express. November 12th, the Palm Desert Charter Middle School Foundation Gala is taking place, and what's really cool with this is they have dueling pianos as their fundraiser.
Really?
Yeah, dueling pianos. So pretty cool. They're gonna have a live auction, silent auction, raffle baskets, you name it. But you can go to the Palm Desert Charter Middle School website to purchase tickets for that. But I'm excited to go to that. I've talked to one of our board members, Orly, that I think we're going to go ahead to that so we can kind of investigate and look at it and see what their event's all about.
Yeah, that'll be exciting. This is the high school, right?
No, this is for the middle school. This is for the middle school.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah. And hey, while we're going, talking about the middle school, they just got a woohoo from Becky. Thank you, Becky, for watching us. We greatly appreciate it. And if I look close enough, it looks like she's got a Barry Manilow picture for her profile picture. Hey, both Chef Mary and I are Fanilows.
Yes. I actually had the pleasure of doing in-seat service for him when he flew into Palm Springs years ago.
Jeez, Mary, you've got stories about everybody in this desert.
I know. It's kind of amazing. Like, you almost forget about these I call them little tidbits of opportunities that you hop on.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hey, and let's see who else we have here. We have, hey, who's saying hello? Our own board member, Sandy. Good to see you. Thank you for catching up with us. But I'm going to continue on as we are on Classroom Conversations. When we're on CoachellaValley.com, every now and then Craig will ask me to push something out, and this is for a pretty amazing thing. So for years and years, I'll flat out say a lot of our staff members here at Desert Sands, as well as the past students, have gone to this party over the years, BB's backyard party for a Halloween bash. And if you guys know BB, he is actually a past educator. I worked with him at Toro Canyon Middle School. And BB passed away this last year. And this is a fundraiser actually for Desert Cancer Foundation.
Oh, wow.
So for those of you that want to purchase a ticket, I'm going to put this right here in the links to purchase a ticket for that event. Thank you, Desert Cancer Foundation, for reaching out to Classroom Conversations, knowing that our message will get out to everybody there. But you can go in the link there, and you can go ahead and purchase tickets for that event right there for that event. Like I said, it's to benefit Desert Cancer Foundation. And as I shared, Mary, Tara and I, for many years, we would go to this Halloween party. And for many years, BB benefited different charities in the desert. Yeah. One of them being, he was always in support of Animal Samaritans, as well as different organizations. And then I would tell you, the last couple of years that I worked with the Cancer Society in the Gala Chair, BB was, I'll flat out say he was like one of our influencers that was there that would help us get out the word. So I like to be able to help out him. I worked with him as an educator. Craig asked me to push this out. Desert Cancer Foundation asked me to push this out, so I have no problem in doing that.
Yeah, that's, it's kind of weird. Like I didn't know this gentleman, but I always thought that he was someone's relative. Because he was always seemed to be he wasn't like a sponsor or a vendor. It just seemed like he belonged to that huge family.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, and like I said, I'll tell you a quick story. So I opened up Toro Canyon Middle School in 2003 or 4. and I was the history department chair, and BB was the 7th grade history teacher. I was 8th grade history teacher. We opened up the school together. I got to know him well, and he's like, "Hey, you like to party?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" "I throw these parties for the community, and I throw these parties to help out different organizations and nonprofits." So apparently, I wasn't here when a place called BB O'Brien's was over by what is it called? The Olive Garden, and over in that plaza there off of Fred Waring. Well, there used to be a restaurant in the back called BB O'Brien's, and BB was one of the original bartenders there, and he ended up starting up these large St. Patrick's Day parties, Halloween parties, and they would benefit nonprofits. So, like I said, I have no problem. I'll push out this event Friday, October 29th, over at the Western Mission Hills. Proceeds go to help out Desert Cancer Foundation. You can see that they have some amazing sponsors there. So you got everybody from Marker Broadcasting, CV Weekly. I see Big 106. I see CoachellaValley.com. I see a number of them. But please go to that link if you want to buy tickets. It'll be a great event. And like I said, proceeds will go ahead and help out Desert Cancer Foundation.
You know, Sean, speaking of the Cancer Foundation and our Diabetes Foundation and whatever, is there anything coming down the pike that they are able to do again? Like, remember we used to do all the galas? Are things still on hold?
As a matter of fact, a lot of organizations, just like we are with our event that we have in November 6th, they're following county and state guidelines and recommendations. So I'm going to make sure to follow state and county guidelines with ours. So when we send out the final, "Hey, thank you for coming," these are the guidelines that we're following, and all of our information says that we're doing that. But no, a lot of organizations are having their events, like Paint El Paseo Pink. That's coming up. That's going to be a sellout event where it's going to be a lot of people on El Paseo and so forth. So people are starting to have things. I saw in Tony Marchese's email when I sent him an email the other day at the bottom.
Yeah.
Palm Desert Food and Wine 2022 coming up.
No lie.
So I love that he has it on his email saying that it's coming up. And I flat out said I would love to be a representative of Desert Sands to help our students be involved. And I hope that we can be involved by then.
Yeah, that was a great event that we did. I think we did what 2 or 3 years in a row.
Yep, definitely.
And then I think that one year, some of our students not only worked the event, but then we did a private tea party.
Yep, we did a private tea party. Yeah. We got to go to Gerald Ford's home.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm in a president's house. You go to the door and you see the eagle on the door that knocks the door. That's just pretty amazing. The kids got to see that.
Yeah, I just came across a picture of that a couple of days ago. I was looking for, I'm doing a little book for Maddie for her golden years. So I was looking for pictures of her and me and her dad and just things that she was doing. And up pops the Gerald Ford picture. Yep. The year that, let's see.
I know this.
Who's the girl that used to work, that's now working at the Hyatt? Oh, God, Jaden. It was Jaden and that group of kids. I think they were 11th graders or 12th graders, maybe.
They were youngins.
And then we got to meet, like Artie and all those chefs that came in, and Scott was there, and they were working with them, and we got pictures taken. And then it was just nice because all of those chefs who really didn't have the time to stop, they did. They stopped and took pictures, and
they were just appreciative to see the kids doing the work. Right, being right there.
And then one of the events we did was at the Hyatt. We did the tennis, the tennis thing there. That was really, really fun. Having them come over, and I mean, most of all, I think that a big shout out to their parents. I always felt that, having them drop them off and then picking them up at midnight or whatever hour we got done. It was such a dedication to our program. And I always wanted to make sure the parents knew how much that was appreciated, because I can't imagine you work all day and then you're in your car at 11 o'clock at night picking up kids and, carpooling them home.
Well, I was going to say, speaking of picking up kids and carpooling them home, they're going to have a day off on Friday from that. No school on Friday. As we shared with Brooke, it's Staff Professional Development Day. This is a day where our teachers are going to work in groups to fine-tune lesson plans, fine-tune assessments. Think of activities that they can have with their students and staff. Think about cross-curricular activities. Think about it, some of the ideas that we talked about, maybe having food events that represent portions of history and so forth. So these are the days, the professional development days, where they talk about those types of things. So that's going on Friday. So no school tomorrow. Pretty exciting for the students there, Mary.
Exactly. That was when we did the lunches. So, and speaking of lunches, I know we had Dan on the other day, and we were talking about some of the shortages that we're experiencing.
Yeah.
And it's kind of odd because the more people I talk to, the more people are saying, oh, I went in to get this and I couldn't find it. And then yesterday I was looking for blue cheese and I went to 3 stores before I found some. So it's kind of odd.
No, it's funny you say that. We're talking about shortages and so forth. So my mom and Don came into town, and they just came in from New York. They flew in 2 days ago, and Don went to Costco. And he goes to Costco in New York, just like he goes to Costco here. And he said it was a vast difference in the shelves. I said, what are you talking about? He said, your Costco, it has everything at eye level filled, whereas his Costco is everything at eye level filled as well as stuff above. Like it's stacked and ready to go for the next shipment and so forth. It's like he felt that we didn't have the reserves. You know, like when you do a large catering event, we have a plate of reserves ready to go, right? On everything. He felt like our Costco didn't have those types of things. And you got to love Don. He also went to Sam's Club too. You know, they're bargain shoppers. So they went to Sam's Club, they went to Costco as well as, I love my parents, love my parents. But no, he said the same thing about Sam's Club too. Whereas in New York, he felt like they had plenty of stuff to go. And, you know, we're in 2 different parts of the country, right? They have different shipping ports, different everything going on. So who knows? It's wild. It's wild what's going on. But luckily, you know, as things are going on and so forth, Mary, I'm going to transition here. We've got a great partner in the city of Indio. You like that transition?
I do. I like that a lot.
Yeah. So, you know, if it's not for the city of Indio giving us that community grant when we applied for it last spring, we may not be on StreamYard. So thank you again, City of Indio, for that. You're a great partner of ours. And we love seeing Brooke here on every Tuesday with us. Just fantastic to have her with us. But I'm going to just go over the Indio events real quick, and we'll kind of go through this. Let's see here. Let's see. As we've been talking about, this is Saturday, October 30th. This is going to be like an early evening event that we're going to take Brooklyn to. And this will probably be the first thing that she's dressed up at. So after you go to that BB party on the 29th, bring you and your family here. Bring your sons and daughters and bring your family to this event here to see the streets and treats of Indio. As Brooke said, it's going to make it a walkable city. It's got some great demonstrations and so forth, so we hope to see you there. We talked about it. We had her on here. Martha's Village and Kitchen, they have their 5K coming up. Mary, like I said, I'm going to get us some shirts so we can do it virtually on our own. I want a new Gobble Gobble shirt.
That's going to be the most fun thing to do. I mean, you know that people are going to be dressed up. You know that.
Oh, definitely. Most definitely. Yeah. And they're promoting people to take pictures and so forth of it. It's going to be a lot of fun. And let's see here. Indio Live, make sure you can sign up on their website for Indio Live. I sign up with them and I get an email from them about everything that's going on monthly. And it's pretty comprehensive. It goes by date order, what's going on. So if you're a family member and you're watching this and maybe you don't even live in Indio, you can still sign up for that. They've got a great plethora of list of activities and ideas of things that you can do as a family there. And they also encourage you to go on a next door for the City of Indio. You can always stay connected with them. And lastly, I wanted to make sure to show the Indio Teen Center schedule. I'm going to go full screen here, Mary, so we can all see it. But they've got all the different activities that are going on throughout the month. So let's see, October 7th, they've got a cactus string art. They've got cinnamon rolls and dodgeball going on. That sounds like fun. You get your dodgeball going on after you're all loaded up on sugar on the cinnamon rolls. Might as well do that. But let's see here. We got Universal Studios Horror Nights. So their clothes are actually going to Universal Studios tomorrow night. That sounds pretty cool. Got skull decorations, peach pie, and volleyball on Tuesday the 12th. You know, they just got all kinds of goodies that are coming out to these kids too. So different fun activities available for our families. And this is for our teen center. For 8th through 12th grade students. So, Mary, if you've never been to Indio High School, this is actually right across the street.
Yeah, that's right awesome.
Yeah. All right. Perfect. Well, Mary, I think that's the end of my slides here. Do you have anything else for us?
No, everything is kind of quiet. We're just, we're between shows right now over here.
Okay.
And the weather over here has been like we have no sunshine, which is odd.
Okay.
Even last night when we went out to dinner, it almost felt like it was winter. And I think it's 64 here this morning.
Okay.
So we're almost time to put on blankets.
You're funny. You're funny. I hiked this morning and it was actually 70. So what I did is I usually have an Under Armour shirt on anyways because I like to get a good sweat, but I also made sure to put on another sweater too because I want to make sure I really took in a sweat and so forth.
So is there anything new going on with the culinary program at La Quinta? I know
that's a great question. I'll tell you that I've went ahead and I introduced Mark Tadros. I actually reintroduced because they went to high school together. Mark and Ashley, Mark Tadros, Dr. Shantz.
Oh yeah.
And weekly, anything extra from CV Harvest Box, they're basically providing to La Quinta High School culinary, and they're using it to fine tune their knife cutting skills. So get this, they're getting like bell peppers and yellow peppers as well as zucchini and so forth. And I love it. Mark said, do something with it. So when we have the market, they could sell it. So Chef Felicia, one of the things I heard that Chef Felicia is talking about is a pickling process.
Oh,
so if they started doing pickled vegetables, they could do something pretty special there. And because I don't see it at the markets when I go to the farmers markets and so forth. So if they can market it, La Quinta High School, Coachella Valley, fresh produce, pickled vegetables, I think they could come up with something there.
Well, it's kind of funny that you brought that up. I was talking to my sister who lives in Rochester.
Yeah.
And we were talking about, these little, your little homemade gardens. And she said that, what they were realizing that they were basically growing things to give it away. And she came across an old recipe from a neighbor on pickling.
Yeah. Okay.
And so she said it was a simple process. It was easy. They, I think they were pickling jalapeno peppers actually.
Okay. Yeah.
So
those are my nachos all day long.
Yeah. And so, that's a great process to preserve. And yet the knife skills, because they really need those. Because even when I watch TV shows and they're doing cooking shows, I'm just like, I want to go, you're not doing the right knife skills.
You could have pickled anything, right? And you could julienne, you could do other cuts and so forth. Definitely.
Well, then you have a great shelf life on that product, and there's so many things you can do with it. That's a great program over there. I'm glad that they're doing that because I think one year we did something with dates, and they made jams, and now Chef Wood is working his soaps. Are they still doing soap? Will the farmers market open back up again? Or
so it's going to be start up again late fall, maybe even early winter. Mark and Tony are still coming up with a plan on that.
Okay.
But so what Chef? So I follow their Instagram at La Quinta High and La Quinta High Culinary, and you can do that as well. I'll get their page one of these days and we can share. But what Chef Wood and Chef Felicia have done over there, from what I can see on their page, and what Ashley's told me in passing, is they developed like different groups. So if you want to do soap and you want to be in that type of, you want to build and sell things, he has you work on that.
Yeah.
If you want to be with the they have an herb garden that they just planted. They have students that are dedicated to that. And then they have ones that are dedicated to cooking. So pretty cool all around. I love that they're doing that. But Mary, there is one more video I want to share with you. Bear with me here because I'm actually trying to share a video from NBC Palm Springs. And yesterday, you may have saw me. I was on social media live with this. It was National Walk to School Day. Yeah. And I had the pleasure of meeting up with Tony, who's one of the newest reporters to the desert. And Tony's from Orange County, and he came over to the school over at the Jackson. We met at the South Jackson Park, and we walked to Roosevelt Elementary. So let me see if I can pull this up here. I've never done an NBC video that we shared here. I'm wondering how this is going to work. So let's see how this goes.
It's National Walk to School Day, and those kiddos were out this morning. We joined Theodore Roosevelt Elementary School.
So we can hear it, we just can't see it, Mary.
People participating, so nice to see.
What? Let's see.
This is all in an effort to encourage students to get out there and exercise and remind them of pedestrian safety. Of course, many students are back to in-person learning, so more students walk to school right now. Here's what a mother and her son had to say about the walk today.
I feel pretty happy that I did that. That I walked to school because of the exercise. And
we actually enjoy taking walks, but we have a little one at home. so it's kind of hard. But they're in sports, so they get their exercise, and I do when I can. But it wasn't too bad getting them up today.
Isn't it great? We finally have the weather conducive to being outside. It's also a good reminder for students to always stay vigilant when using the crosswalks and be sure to look both ways. And
So I should tell you, Mary, I was tailing up the back end and walking with them and so forth. And the person you saw in front that's Principal Martinez. And I'll tell you what, they have an amazing school over there. I've had the opportunity to go over there a couple of times and work with their staff and work with their families. So they had 250 people show up for that.
Oh, wow.
250. They only have like 600 kids at the school.
Yeah.
And 250 of them showed up with their families to walk to school. And then afterwards, he had an amazing thing where kids had this opportunity where they were giving out backpacks full of supplies. And they worked with the local sheriff's department. So just a great, great partnership all around. It's National Walk to School Day. This actually took place at multiple schools in our district. Just so happened that's the one that I covered with NBC Palm Springs. And thank you for your partnership, City of Indio, and thank you, Indio Police Department. They were there the whole way. I don't know if you saw the cars there. They were lined up on the streets, or making sure that the crosswalks were clear for us, making sure that we were safe the whole way. And we just meandered through the neighborhood of Indio there to get to school. It was just a lot of fun to see all the kids. And we had kids that are just a little bit taller than Brooklyn that were walking, as well as fifth graders that were a lot taller. So it was fun to see everybody.
Well, I think it goes back to our whole feeling that when you put these words out and people know about them, they want to participate. It's like sometimes you're so busy that you need almost a reminder that morning. Oh, by the way, today we're going to be doing this, and then you jump up and because I think everybody is really busy, and we're all working, and you need that extra little push.
Yeah, definitely. No, it was great to walk with the kids and so forth. But now, Mary, no more slides, no more Twitter for me. We're good. That's all I got.
Well, then we will see you on Tuesday.
Yes. We'll
and then what are we dressing up for Tuesday? Remind me again, because I'll need a reminder.
Dress for success. Dress how you dress for an interview.
Oh.
Dress how you dress for an interview. So you may see me do a little Clark Kent action in here and change and so forth. We do that. But CoachellaValley.com followers and our followers on La Quinta, Gerald Ford, Desert Sands, and the Foundation social media, thank you for being with us. We will catch up with you on Tuesday. Have a great day. And Mary, let's give a little goodbye to everybody.
Goodbye, guys. Have a great weekend.
Have a good one.